Those who tune into these messages from time to time will know that I've been looking at the story of Elijah, who burst on the scene at a time of perhaps unparalleled backsliding in Israel, when the worship of Baal was the official religion and only 7,000 Israelites were now worshipping God. The faithful had been reduced to a tiny number, and all the focus now was on Elijah. He's the man of God. He's confronted the king and said, "It won't rain. I've been praying. It won't rain until I say so." And then you get this surprising follow-through. Elijah is then told by God, "Go and hide yourself by the brook, and ravens will feed you there." And last time I ended just kind of asking that question. Boy, that's a big challenge. I think sometimes when we take adventurous steps of faith, we're expecting maybe the reward of breakthrough, a kind of spiritual promotion. I honored God. I did what he said. Now Elijah's honored God and exactly did what he said. And he's told, "Go and hide yourself." Go and hide yourself. Away from where your opinion is being sought, where your assessment of things is being valued. Hide yourself. That's tough. Go and hide yourself by a brook. But surely I could influence things if I was more central. Maybe my word could count. No, I don't want your word at the moment. I just want you to hide yourself. But that's like dying. Yeah, I think that's what Jesus might say, that if you want to find your life, you're going to lose it. And if you lose your life, you'll find it. Now that's a big deal. And that happens from time to time in our lives. It may happen at the beginning in a big step, or it may happen later when you're beginning to make progress. Maybe you're in one church and you've really begun to shine and have influence, and you go away to university, nobody knows you. Who are you? Well, at back it might know, I don't know you here. And then maybe, as a girl, you got a double first at Cambridge. Wow, you also fell in love with a guy and you got married and a baby. And I didn't get a double first to change nappies and to lose sleep. And hey, I'm born for better things than this. And we can go through times where, hey, I'm losing my life. And actually it was Elijah's program from God. I don't want your opinion right now. I want your obedience. And God wants a people who are really submitted to him. There's a real humility being expressed here. And God says, this is the one I will look to, the one who is contrite and humble and trembles at my word. You see, God didn't want a pharisaical complaint against Israel. He didn't want to say, like the religious ones, hey, you shouldn't be living this way. The religion of Baal is so just immoral. Come back to morality. No, God wants something better. God wants people who will look to him, trust him, risk obedience, trust him with all your heart. Don't lean to your own understanding. You see, it's a step of courage and faith and saying, I'm trusting God for resurrection. It feels like I'm dying, but I'm in God's hands. I'm going to trust him. And times like this come in our lives where, no one seems to care where you are. No one's asking for your recommendations. Your voice is lost. That's tough. We long for our voices to be heard. We're in an age that craves significance. And sometimes Christian books sound like that. How you can be your best you now. Well, the way Elijah could be his best him now was to do what God said and wait God's time and trust him for resurrection. Will you do that? Maybe you're going through a tough patch. What's happening to me? Elijah, as he went, was in the will of God. The ravens would feed him there. The ravens will turn up there. Would Elijah turn up there? Will you turn up where God sent you to be? Trust him. Put your confidence in him.